Guys, we have a very, very serious topic today, okay? We are gonna decide which version of Miss Dior by Dior fragrance is the best. I have here 3 different versions. I have the newest one, PARFUME, created this year, 2024, by Kurjan. I have Miss Dior Eau de Parfum, created in 2021 by, I think it was still François Demachy. We have Miss Dior Eau de Parfum, and guys, I believe this might be a 2012 version. Can you believe it? I have a 2012 version, most probably, and I'm only debating if I have 2012 version or 2017 version, judging by the color of the liquid. Either way, they both have been created by François Demachy as well. But you know, when I look at the bottles online and I look at the colors of the juice in each of them, it actually looks like I have 2012 version. Insane, isn't it? This fragrance, if it's true, which it probably is, because from my memories, I feel like I got it when I was still in college or way before college. And this perfume is at the moment 12 years old. 12. And as you can see, the plastic, the cap, got a bit bad. It looks a little bit yellow, you know, plastic gets yellow with time. And the ball, which was silver, is not looking like it should. I don't know if you will be able to see, but it has those spots of an old person. You know what I you know what I mean? Like, yeah, not the best. And we are gonna compare, and I'm gonna be straightforward here. None of these fragrances beats Miss Dior Cherie. Of course, that's a fact. None of these will ever beat Miss Dior Cherie. They have to bring Miss Dior Cherie back. And Miss Dior Cherie, if you guys do not know, of course, it used to be my signature scent, but I think that's quite obvious for you because I talk about Miss Dior Cherie very often, like crying and reminiscing. But this fragrance was released in 2005, so I was around 11, 12 years old, and immediately my parents got it for me because I think, honestly, I think they liked the bottle. And all the girls in my school would wear Miss Dior Cherie, so I, of course, had to be the one who wears it too. And it was a bliss of a fragrance. It has cherry, strawberry, pineapple, orange, popcorn, caramel, rose, and some other notes which are not that relevant comparing to the ones that I just read you. But Miss Dior Cherie was amazing. Then we've got this one, which is 2012. Most probably it's 2012. And you know what? It's still good. I've always kept it in good, dry, and dark conditions. Never in a bathroom whatsoever. So it's still perfect, apart from the cap going off because it's not nice anymore. The fragrance is good. So this one from 2012 has a very short note structure. It has Italian mandarin, rose, jasmine, patchouli, and musk. And the longevity is great. Many people compare it to Miss Dior Cherie, both Eau de Toilette and Eau de Parfum, and also Coco Mademoiselle. And this I have to absolutely agree with. It is very, very similar to Miss Dior Cherie. Of course, it's not as good because it doesn't have that beautiful fruit bowl and that popcorn that Cherie had, and it was the best about it. But it's still very decent. I should probably use it up, but at the same time I feel bad because, you know, I'm never gonna get it again. So yeah, I don't know what to do with it, but it's still lovely. It's perfectly fine. It's gorgeous, quite patchouli, but like a nice, sweet, warm, smooth patchouli. Then I do not have 2017. I used to have it. But as I remember correctly, I only had a 50 ml bottle, and I used it up quite quickly. And honestly, the main difference that you would smell, it had a blood orange note, and it was very, very beautiful. So I would say it was nicer than this, but they were very close enough. They were close enough. So 2012 and 2017 versions were quite similar to each other. Now here, years later, we have this booger. We've got Eau de Parfum 2021. And this one steers away from the DNA of Miss Dior very much. This one is Iris, Peony, Lily of the Valley, Apricot, Rose and Peach, Vanilla, Musk, Tonka, Benzoin, and Sandalwood. And I must say, it's not a bad scent, okay? It's not a bad scent, but at the same time, let me actually get a box, why not? I'm waiting for my tester strips to arrive because I'm completely out. So we have to manage somehow. But yeah. It's not bad, but I feel like it doesn't have a backstory. I've been telling you about perfume stories in my last couple of videos because I really truly feel this way. The perfume, to be like wow, has to have its soul, body, hands, head, all that jazz. It has to tell a story. It has to have its own personality. And for me, to be very honest, I'm gonna use it up because it's nice for every day. This is a little bit lackluster. Like, it's powdery, but not powdery enough to call it a powdery irisy scent. It's fruity, but not fruity enough to call it a fruity scent. There is some rose, but not rosy enough. There is a lot of vanilla and tonka, but again, not vanilla enough to call it like a sweet, sweet vanilla scent. It's kind of like a mishmash, to be very honest. And what makes it even worse is that people compare it to so many different scents. It's almost insane. Like, people compare it to Flower Bomb, which, to be very honest, I kind of agree, because from time to time I get that flower bomby whiff. But again, Flower Bomb has personality. There's that, you know, greenness of the tea. There's that oomph of ginger, if I'm not mistaken, and the floraliness and the sweetness. It's like a very nicely done fruit truly. That's a classic. This, I feel like, was supposed to be a classic, but it lacks the backbone. I don't think it's gonna last and, you know, how do you say it? Win the test of time, go for a test of time, whatever. You get what I'm saying. It's not gonna do that. I think it's quite lackluster. Still nice fragrance, but nothing special. Like, I think the older version, 2017, and this one, 2012, even though simpler, way more soulful, however you want to call it. But I'm sure you're getting what I'm saying, right, guys? Because we have similar brains. At least I hope so. All right. Now, officially, we can move on to the newest one, which is Parfum. And what kind of pissed me off is the price was high, definitely high. And I then realized that all Miss Dior's, each and every one of them, I've been collecting them for years, like Miss Dior Cherie 2005, come on. They all were available in 100 ml bottles, like 150, 30, and travel sprays, right? This one, the biggest bottle you can get, is 80 ml. And please don't play that game with me that, oh, this is parfum concentration. Parfum my ass. It's eau de parfum. They're just calling it that way. It's not an extrait de parfum. I'm pretty sure how much alcohol is in here. Let me just debunk this, because now I'm getting pissed. Let me see. They don't even tell you how much alcohol it has. Don't you think it's weird? Shouldn't they? Right? Shouldn't they? Anyways, they don't even tell you how much alcohol is in here, so they can stay within that parfum range. Sneaky AF, Dior, sneaky AF. Anyways, in parfum, despite all those things that are upsetting to me from a consumer perspective, with the notes we have apricot, peach, and mandarin orange. Then we have wild strawberries, and that's when the fun begins. We have floral notes and jasmine, and then we have patchouli, amberwood, amber, moss, and atlas cedar. And this is by Fragrantica considered to be woody, fruity, amber, sweet. The main, the main descriptions. And I would agree with it, definitely. And people, after years of not having anything to compare Miss Dior Cherie to, are comparing this to Miss Dior Cherie. In my opinion, what they should have done, what Kurjan should have done, I know it's all artistic imagination, his own creation, blah, blah, blah. Just bring the old Miss Dior Cherie back, dude. Just please be the one who brings it back, and everyone will be happy. Honestly. Don't you think the same way? If I was able to get my hands on Miss Dior Cherie Eau de Parfum, I would probably spend a night in a toilet because of excitement about it. Like, so many years. Exactly 20 years almost. Without a few months. It would be nice that after 20 years we have Miss Dior Cherie, right? It would be nice. Anyways, this one indeed is a little bit similar to Miss Dior Cherie. And it's funny that after 20 years, I still remember exactly how Miss Dior Cherie smells. It's insane. It's insane. But yeah, back to the topic. What I love about this, is this incredible, true, and prominent, finally in a fragrance, it's prominent, that wild strawberry smell. And wild strawberries smell completely different to the normal big strawberries. Wild strawberries is something that's extremely popular in Poland. And by the way, we have the best strawberries, the best cherries, and the best wild strawberries. I'm sorry I said it what I said, but it's true. There's finally a fragrance that has a true, realistic smell, and it's prominent, not somewhere in the background, of wild strawberries. And again, in Poland, we have a shitload, a massive amount of wild strawberries. We have the best strawberries and the best cherries. I said what I said. Don't kill me in the comments. It's true. If you try it, you'll agree with me. And wild strawberries is like our Polish thing at the end of the summer. We always, cherish them because they're so tiny, yet so delicious. So they're perfect for desserts. Anyways, finally a fragrance that has a prominent wild strawberry. And that's already a winner for me. Then it does have a hint of Miss Dior Cherie, okay? And I do smell quite a lot of those heavier notes as well. So as the fruits, of course you do smell that peach and apricot, don't get me wrong, you do. But mainly wild strawberry. And as it's drying down, you get into amberwood, amber, patchouli territory. The patchouli is pretty much the same as the patchouli in the older versions from back in the day, and Miss Dior Cherie and Coco Mademoiselle, so you're probably very familiar with it. But this one is even like the base overall. It's darker because of the amberwood, because of amber and cedar. There's quite a bit of heavier notes, which is on one hand great because it's super anchoring to the skin, and this one lasts forever on your skin. But on the other hand, it might feel for some of you a little bit masculine leaning in the dry down. I think what they should have done, of course, I'm not a master perfumer, but you know, it would be better for us ladies to have a little bit of tonka or vanilla in the base as well, to just smooth those woods and patchouli out. That's my only concern, but overall it's like 100 times better than the 2021 edition, because to me it's, I'm not gonna say it's a flop, but it's a flop. And it's going into similar direction as the old versions, almost towards Miss Dior Cherie, but still not there. Still not there, so I'm gonna wait. So to sum up, I think if you want to get anything that's available, which is 2021 or 2024, get 2024. Just remember, the base is quite heavy, but at the same time you get a Miss Dior Cherie vibe, the old good time vibes, the wild strawberries, but the base is quite heavy and it's a great performer. Now, this of course not available anymore, and this, as I said, you can get it if you like powderier vanilla scents, but again, this one has no soul to me. It just has no soul. What has a soul, it's actually not a Dior fragrance. And this one I have to mention here because this is actually the most similar to Miss Dior Cherie from back in the day. It doesn't have popcorn, unfortunately, but all in all, it's the most similar of a fragrance to Miss Dior Cherie. Way more similar than even the newest release. And that is a fragrance that I've been raving about for, I think, since I started the channel. At least 3.5 years, if not from the beginning. This is Montale Rose Elixir, and I need a backup bottle because I'm like last legs. This is not only a massive compliment magnet, like I don't think I get more compliments from any feminine flirty fragrance, you know, than from this. No way. This gives you a compliment shower, and this gives me that same particular smell that Miss Dior Cherie had, and none of these will give you that but Montale Rose Elixir, unfortunately, because it's widely available. You can get it pretty much anywhere these days, especially online. This one is rose. Not only has it strawberry, but also strawberry leaf, and I think this is where the magic actually happens. Musk, citruses, patchouli, jasmine, orange blossom, vanilla, thank you for vanilla, amber, and tangerine. And this is flippin' it. This is it. This, from all the fragrances that we have available and that I've smelled, is the most similar to Miss Dior Cherie. And to be very, very, very honest with you, I would even go as far and skip both of these Diors that are available. I know there's also Absolutely Blooming, Eau de Toilette, but don't even bother. Don't even bother. I would skip them and get Rose Elixir if you really want something that's similar to Miss Dior Cherie. Now, if you want to splurge, I would get this and this, because this Miss Dior Parfum you will have as a great date night scent. It is quite heavier, more woody than any other here, and it does have Miss Dior Cherie vibe. So you can easily mix them too. And the mixture is amazing, truly amazing. So if I were you and were to choose the best combination for myself, if you are a fan of Miss Dior Cherie and older Miss Dior fragrances, I would get the newest version because it's good enough. It's really, really good and very long lasting. And get Rose Elixir and mix them. That's my best advice for you. There's nothing better to do at this point, since we do not have the actual fragrance we want to do than buy any other. To be honest, 2021 I would honestly skip, and this one unfortunately you cannot really get anymore, but it was a solid release. It was a solid release, as well as 2017, even better. So yeah, this is the whole comparison, guys. I hope you liked the video, and more like this to come. Thank you so much for watching, and see you in my next one. Bye!